What could one small frigate possibly do against 500 alien warships? The question haunted Lieutenant Kate Donovan as she stared at the main screen of the bridge. The signal played again, its harsh tones filling the cramped command center of the Perseverance. This is not a negotiation. Your species will be removed. Resistance will only increase suffering. The message had arrived 12 hours ago. 6 hours later, long-range scanners detected the fleet. 500 massive ships, each one larger than anything humans had ever built, moving in perfect formation toward Earth. Lieutenant, evacuation orders coming in from command. Officer Chon's voice cracked as he passed her the tablet. Donovan scanned the orders. The Perseverance, an outdated frigate barely kept in service, was being sent to help evacuate the research station on Europa. A suicide mission. The station housed 3,000 civilians. The Perseverance could carry 500 at most. Set course for Europa, she ordered, her mouth dry. The ship hummed as engines engaged. Through the viewport, Earth grew smaller, a blue marble that might not exist in a week. The crew worked in tense silence, each person aware of what was coming. First defensive line engaging the alien fleet, reported Communications Officer Patel, his dark eyes fixed on his screen. They're being torn apart. Donovan gripped the edge of her chair. Humanity's best ships, gone in minutes. Lieutenant, I'm picking up something strange, said Science Officer Rivera. Energy readings beyond Neptune. Nothing like the alien fleet. Show me. The screen shifted to display a pulsing light in the darkness, not a natural phenomenon. What is that? Donovan asked, unknown. But the energy signature is massive. The ship's A chimed in. New orders from command. All vessels capable of investigation are to divert to coordinates 227 to 889. Priority Alpha. Donovan looked at her crew. 5 people. A ship that should have been decommissioned years ago. And now they were being sent away from evacuation duty toward an unknown signal while Earth burned. Change course, she ordered. Full speed. The journey took 18 hours. Reports came in hourly. Major cities destroyed. The moon base gone silent. Mars colonies sending desperate pleas for help. We're approaching the coordinates, Rivera announced. A view screen showed empty space. Then Rivera adjusted the sensors. There, he said. Hiding in the radiation shadow of that moon, the object appeared on screen. A ship, but unlike any Donovan had seen. Its hull was dark metal, with strange patterns etched across the surface. It was massive but sleek, clearly built for speed and power. It's ancient, Rivera said, checking his readings. No power signature, but the hull is intact. Any idea who built it? Donovan asked. Not human. Not the invaders either. Something else. A sudden explosion rocked the Perseverance. Warning lights flashed across the bridge. We've been hit, shouted Chun. Enemy scout ship coming around. Evasive maneuvers, Donovan ordered. Get us closer to that derelict. The Perseverance shuddered as engines strained. The alien scout fired again, the beam slicing through their lower deck. Hull breach on deck 3, Patel yelled. We can't take another hit. Donovan made a split-second decision. Take us inside that derelict ship. Inside? Chun looked at her like she was mad. We don't know if there's even an entry point. There, Donovan pointed to a dark opening in the ancient hull. That looks like a hangar. Take us in. The Perseverance limped toward the derelict as the scout ship closed in. As they approached the opening, lights suddenly flickered to life along the ancient ship's hull. It's powering up, Rivera whispered. It knows we're here. The Perseverance slipped into the massive hangar just as another blast from the scout ship grazed their engines. Inside, the hangar doors began to close behind them. The crew watched in stunned silence as they were sealed inside the ancient vessel, surrounded by technology beyond human understanding. The hangar doors sealed with a deep, resonating thud. Emergency lights flickered across the Perseverance's bridge as damage reports flooded in. Life support at 60%, Chun reported, wiping blood from a cut on his forehead. Engine 3 is completely gone. Donovan unbuckled from her chair. Patel tried to reach command. Tell them our situation. Patel shook his head. No signal. Something in this ship is blocking communications. The ancient hangar stretched around them, vast and alien. Strange symbols covered the walls, glowing with a faint blue light. The air felt charged, like before a lightning storm. We need to know what we're dealing with, Donovan said. Rivera, you're with me. We're going to explore this ship. Chun, work on repairs. Patel, keep trying to contact Earth. As Donovan and Rivera suited up, the ship's AI displayed the latest battle reports. Earth's first defensive line had been obliterated. The second was falling fast. Video feeds showed New York in flames, Tokyo underwater after targeted strikes. The alien warships moved with terrifying precision. They're not just attacking military targets, Rivera said, voice tight. They're wiping us out completely. Donovan checked her sidearm. All the more reason to find out what this ship can do. They exited through the Perseverance's damaged airlock. The ancient hangar's atmosphere was breathable but thin. Their boots clanged against metal floors that seemed to vibrate slightly with each step. These markings, Rivera said, scanning the walls with his device. They're not just decorative. They're circuitry of some kind. A door slid open ahead of them, responding to their presence. Beyond it lay a corridor that curved upward, its walls lined with the same glowing symbols. It's inviting us in, Donovan said. They followed the corridor, passing rooms filled with strange machinery. Some devices looked like weapons, others like navigation systems, but all were far beyond human technology. Lieutenant, Rivera called, standing before a central chamber. You need to see this. The chamber contained what could only be a control center. A chair-like structure sat in the middle, surrounded by floating displays showing Earth, the alien fleet, and the Perseverance. It's monitoring everything, Donovan said. Rivera approached one of the displays. This looks like a weapons system. And this, he pointed to another, might be a defense grid. Donovan's comm unit crackled. Chun's voice came through, panicked. Lieutenant, the ship is doing something to the Perseverance. Metal components are changing shape. Before Donovan could respond, the chair in the center of the room moved. It rotated toward her, then extended slightly, as if offering itself. I think it wants someone to sit in it, Rivera said. Donovan's comm crackled again. This time it was Patel. Lieutenant, I got through to command. It's bad. Mars colony just went silent. The fleet has split up. They're hitting everything at once. Earth's forces are down to 30%. A sudden vibration ran through the ancient ship. The displays flickered, showing the alien fleet advancing. We're out of time, Donovan said. She approached the chair. Lieutenant, we don't know what it will do, Rivera warned. We know what happens if we do nothing. Donovan sat down. The chair immediately molded around her body. Pain shot through her skull as metal filaments extended from the headrest, piercing the skin at the base of her neck. Donovan screamed. Her vision filled with dataship schematics, weapon systems, tactical displays. She saw the alien fleet through new eyes, saw their weaknesses, their command structure. She saw what the ancient ship could do. Lieutenant, Rivera shouted, trying to pull her free. No, Donovan gasped, her eyes now glowing with the same blue light as the ship's symbols. I can see them. I can fight them. The ancient ship hummed to life around them, power surging through systems dormant for millennia. Donovan gasped as information flooded her mind. The ancient ship's systems merged with her consciousness, showing her battles across the solar system in real time. Earth burned. Orbital stations fell. The alien fleet moved with cold precision. Lieutenant, your vital signs are spiking, Rivera said, checking his scanner. We need to get you out of that chair. No, Donovan said. Her voice sounded strange, layered with harmonic tones. The Perseverance is changing. Look. Through the neural link, she could see their frigate transforming. Metal plates shifted and reformed. New weapons grew from the hull. The damage repaired itself as the ancient technology rewrote the ship's structure. The derelict is integrating with our ship, she explained. They're becoming one vessel. Rivera's unit buzzed. Chun's panicked voice came through. The hull is moving. Systems are changing faster than I can track them. A new alert flashed in Donovan's mind. Enemy scout ship detected. It followed us. More are coming. The ancient ship's hangar doors opened. Outside, the scout ship that had attacked them earlier hovered, weapons charged. We're not ready, Rivera said. The integration isn't complete. Donovan felt the weapon systems come online. Not human weapons, something far more advanced. We don't need to be ready. She thought the command, and energy surged through the newly formed weapon ports. A beam of blue light shot out, slicing the scout ship in half. The explosion was silent in the vacuum of space. How did you do that? Rivera asked, eyes wide. The ship showed me. Donovan winced as more information poured in. I can see the alien fleet's communication network. They use a hive mind system to coordinate attacks. The neural link deepened. Donovan saw flashes of memory, not hers, but the ship's, ancient battles, a war that spanned galaxies. The same enemy, fighting against the builders of this vessel. They've been here before, she whispered. This isn't their first attempt to take Earth. A new signal cut through her thoughts. A direct transmission from the alien fleet. A face appeared on the displays around them. Humanoid but wrong skin too pale, eyes too large, expression empty of emotion. Prototype defense system detected, the alien commander said. Surrender the vessel or face immediate destruction. Donovan felt the ship's response before she could form her own. The engines powered up, the hangar doors opened fully. They're afraid of this ship, she realized. They recognize it. Rivera grabbed a support beam as the floor vibrated beneath them. What are you doing? Not me. The ship is taking control. Donovan struggled against the neural link, trying to maintain her identity as the ancient consciousness pushed against her own. It wants to fight. The merged vessel, no longer just the Perseverance, shot out of the hangar. Space opened before them, and Donovan saw 3 alien warships approaching, weapons charged. We can't fight 3 warships, Rivera shouted, but they could. Donovan felt the weapons charging, felt the ship's battle systems activating. The alien ships fired first, energy beams cutting through space toward them. The merged vessel moved with impossible speed, dodging the attacks. Then it fired back. 3 precise shots. 3 explosions. How? Rivera stared at the debris, floating where the warships had been. Donovan saw the answer in the neural link. The ship knows their weakness. It fought them before. A new alert flashed. The main alien fleet had detected the destruction of their warships. 50 vessels were breaking formation, heading toward them. They're coming for us now, Donovan said. Blood trickled from her nose as the neural link deepened. The ship wants more control. It needs me to fully merge with it. Don't, Rivera warned. You might lose yourself completely. Donovan felt the ancient consciousness pressing harder, demanding full access to her mind. The approaching fleet grew larger on the displays. I don't think I have a choice, she said, as the first wave of enemy fire lit up the darkness of space. The ship twisted in space, narrowly avoiding the barrage of enemy fire. Donovan's body jerked in the control chair as the neural link tightened. Her consciousness blurred with the ancient ship's systems. Hull integrity at 80%, Chun reported through the comm. Whatever this ship is made of, it's absorbing their attacks. Donovan could barely hear him. The alien fleet surrounded them, now 50 warships in attack formation. Through the neural link, she saw their weapons charging for another volley. They're targeting our engines, she said, voice strained. Brace for impact. The ship shuddered as multiple hits connected. Warning lights flashed across the control room. Rivera grabbed a console to stay upright. "We can't take much more of this," he shouted. Donovan felt the ancient ship's frustration. It needed more control, more access to her mind. Images flashed before her eyes. The ship's history, its purpose, the war it had fought long ago. "They're running from something," she gasped as the knowledge transferred. "The aliens they're not just conquering. They're fleeing. From what?" Rivera asked. Before she could answer, the ship's weapons fired automatically. Beams of energy cut through space, striking 3 enemy vessels. 2 exploded immediately. The third spun out of control, crashing into another warship. "How are we doing that?" Rivera stared at the displays. "The ship knows their weakness," Donovan said. "Their shields have a fluctuation pattern. If you time it right, another blast rocked them." A support beam crashed down, narrowly missing Rivera. "Lieutenant!" Patel's voice came through the comm. "Earth Command is broadcasting on all frequencies. They've seen what we're doing. They're rallying the remaining forces to support us." Through the neural link, Donovan saw Earth ships, what was left of them, forming a new attack pattern. Following her lead, hope flickered briefly. Then she saw the alien command ship approaching. Massive, bristling with weapons, it dwarfed the other vessels. "They're splitting their fleet," she reported. "Half continuing the attack on Earth, half coming for us." The neural link pulsed with urgent information. The ancient ship showed her what needed to be done. The cost was clear. "There's a way to disrupt their hive mind," she said. "The ship can broadcast a signal that will break their control network. But it needs more power." "Where do we get more power?" Rivera asked. Donovan felt the answer in her mind. "From me, from life energy." Rivera's face paled. "That will kill you." "Maybe." Donovan winced as another hit rocked the ship. "But it's our only chance." The displays showed Earth's remaining forces engaging the alien fleet. Brave, but futile. Without the hive mind disruption, they would be destroyed. "I need to fully merge with the ship," Donovan said. "No more resistance." "Kate, don't," Rivera started. "Get back to the Perseverance section," she ordered. "Prepare the crew. When I break their network, every ship needs to target the command vessel." Rivera hesitated, then nodded. "What if you can't separate from the ship afterward?" Donovan didn't answer. They both knew the likelihood. As Rivera left, Donovan closed her eyes. She stopped fighting the neural link. The ancient consciousness surged forward, merging deeper with her mind. Pain shot through her body as the chair's connections burrowed further into her nervous system. The ship's systems opened fully to her now. She saw the alien command ship approaching, saw the weakness at its core. One chance to strike. Donovan took a final breath as herself before allowing the full merge. Her consciousness expanded, becoming one with the ship. Her human body was now just a component necessary, but secondary. The merged entity that had once been Kate Donovan and the ancient vessel turned to face the approaching command ship. Energy built within its core, drawing from the life force now freely given. The alien commander's face appeared on all displays. For the first time, its expression showed emotion. Fear. "You cannot stop what comes after us," it said. "Even if you destroy this fleet, the void follows." The merged entity prepared to fire, targeting the command ship's core. Earth's fate hung in the balance. The merged entity that was once the Perseverance and Lieutenant Kate Donovan cut through space toward the alien command ship. Its hull now gleamed with pulsing blue energy, barely recognizable as human technology. "All Earth vessels, this is Rivera on the Perseverance." Rivera broadcast from what remained of their original ship. "Target the command ship when we give the signal. Look for shield fluctuations." The alien fleet fired continuously. Energy beams and plasma torpedoes streaked across the void. Some hit their mark, but the ancient vessel absorbed the impacts, using the energy to fuel its own weapons. Inside the control chamber, Donovan's physical body remained in the chair, But her consciousness existed throughout the ship. She felt every system, every weapon, every shield generator. Her human memories provided the emotional drive that the ancient AI had lacked. The command ship grew larger in her sensors. A massive vessel with a central core protected by layers of shields and weapon arrays. The alien commander's face appeared again on her displays. "You cannot win," it said. "We are 500. You are 1. The merged entity did not respond with words. Instead, it fired a focused beam of energy directly at the command ship. The beam struck the shields and held, pushing against the barrier. At the same time, the disruption signal activated. Waves of energy pulsed outward, targeting the specific frequency of the alien hive mind. The effect was immediate. Across the battlefield, alien ships faltered. Some collided with each other. Others fired at random targets. "It's working." Sean's voice came through the comm. "Their formation is breaking." The command ship's shields weakened under the sustained attack. The merged entity pushed forward, drawing more life energy from Donovan's body. Warning signals flashed through her consciousness: cellular degradation, organ failure, neural damage. Earth's remaining ships seized the opportunity. They concentrated fire on the command ship's weakened shields. Explosions bloomed across its hull as the barriers failed. "We're breaking through," Attell reported. The merged entity calculated the perfect strike point. With Donovan's remaining life force, it charged its main weapon to full capacity. Pain flooded what remained of her human consciousness, but she pushed through it, focusing on Earth, on her crew, on the billions of lives at stake. The weapon fired. A beam of pure white energy shot forward, piercing the command ship's core. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the massive vessel began to break apart from the inside, explosions chaining through its structure. The alien commander's face appeared one last time, distorted by static. "The void comes. This is only the beginning." The command ship exploded in a blinding flash. The shockwave hit the merged entity, damaging its systems. Throughout the solar system, the remaining alien ships lost all coordination. Some retreated into deep space. Others continued fighting, but without strategy or purpose. "We did it," Rivera whispered, watching from the Perseverance section. "Lieutenant? Kate? Can you hear me?" Inside the control chamber, Donovan's body slumped in the chair. The neural filaments retracted, leaving small wounds at the base of her skull. The ship's systems powered down to minimum levels. Rivera rushed to her side, scanner in hand. "She's alive, but barely." The neural connection drained her life energy. "Can we disconnect her completely?" Sean asked through the comm. Rivera checked the readings. "No. Her consciousness is still partly merged with the ship. Removing her would kill her." Patel's voice came next. "Earth Command is reporting victory. The alien fleet is in retreat or destroyed. They're asking about our status." Rivera looked at Donovan's pale face. Her eyes opened slightly, glowing with faint blue light. "Put me in stasis," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "The ship can maintain me. Kate will find another way," Rivera said. "No time." Blood trickled from her nose and ears. "The ship showed me what's coming next. The thing the aliens were running from. The void." "What is it?" Rivera asked. Donovan's eyes closed as the ship initiated emergency stasis protocols. Ice crystals formed on her skin as the temperature dropped rapidly. "Worse," she whispered as consciousness faded. "Much worse." The ancient ship's sensors activated one final time, scanning deep space beyond the solar system. There, at the very edge of detection range, something moved. Not ships, not solid matter. A darkness that consumed light itself, slowly advancing toward Earth. The battle was over. The war had just begun.